Hi guys, welcome to another video. So today we're going to be talking about how to become a preferred vendor in the wedding industry. I always thought like you had to pay for something, or you know, it was just like a political thing. And if you haven't noticed, we're outside having a walk today, so I might be a little sweaty, but I've gained a little weight over the years, and so has Billy. We've both gotten fat, so that's kind of why we're walking out today. And before we start the video, again, thank you to everybody who's watching the channel. I really appreciate it. Everybody that's taking the time to watch, comment, subscribe. And if you're new to this channel, I would be really appreciative if you hit that subscribe button. Let's start the video. First tip that I have for you is to never ask for preferred vendor status. As soon as you ask somebody, if you ask a venue, you ask a wedding planner, hey, can I become a preferred vendor? You've already ruined your chances of becoming a preferred vendor. And the reason for that is because now your relationship with a vendor is a transactional type of relationship. It's not meaningful. It's like, oh, okay, so you're only reaching out to me now because you want me to refer clients to you. And that's not a meaningful relationship. Sorry, I'm out of breath. I'm trying to walk and do all this stuff. I'm really out of shape. If you've ever been shopping at the mall and you know they have those kiosks in the center of the aisle, and they got those guys and girls selling all that type of like hand cream, lotion, or hats or anything, and you're like trying to avoid them. You're like walking away, you know, you're walking away from them, trying not to make eye contact, and they still come up to you sounding desperate to sell something to you, you know, like, hey, buy this, try this out just real quick, you know, give me a shot, like, and it sounds desperate, and the only thing it does to you is turns you off. The same is for when you ask for a vendor status. It seems kind of desperate, and it really turns people off. So that's the first rule that I have for you, is don't ever ask somebody if you could become a preferred vendor. So the second thing that I would say for trying to get a preferred vendor, because it's not always easy, right? There's a lot of stuff that's involved. There's relationships that you need to build. It's not as easy as just asking, can I become a preferred vendor? If it is that easy, usually it's because you got to pay for something, or you're going to have to reimburse people 10%, whatever, of your commission of your weddings to do it. So, and I would always avoid those type of situations, right? Because it's unethical. And what I mean by unethical is, like, if you were a couple, right, and a vendor recommended, you know, a photographer to them simply on the fact because they're getting reimbursed, it's not the best interest of the couple. It's only in the best interest of the vendors. And I truly believe that's unethical, and it's not right. And I get it, people have to make money, they have to make a living in the business, but I just don't, I prefer not to dwell in the whole, you know, pay for referrals and stuff. The second tip that I have for you to become a preferred vendor is to do work for the venue. Usually at a free, you do it for free. Do free headshots, do a free video of the venue, do something for the planners, do something free. Don't even ask for anything. And if they say like, oh, how much do I owe you? How much are you gonna charge it? Just say, man, look, I'll do this for free. Don't even worry about it. Like, we're vendors here, we're all in the same industry, just help them out. And usually, I believe in like some type of karmic debt. Like, if you treat people bad, over time stuff, you know, bad stuff's gonna start happening to you. But if you start treating people good, over time, that stuff's gonna come back to you also, in a good way. And so, doing free work for a venue, you know, doing a headshot for a wedding planner or something, that's a great way to become a preferred vendor over time, because you've already developed a relationship, right? People are gonna like you because you're not all about the money, and people are gonna see you as a nice person, right? I did a couple, like I did headshots for planners before. Don't even ask for anything, you know? And now they're referring me their clients. Just a simple headshot, you know? I did one headshot, and they like me now. And so you have to not get caught up in doing everything for money all the time. I know you have to make a living, but in my experience, every time I do something for free, I always get a paid gig afterwards. It always comes back in return, usually from the free gig that I did. See, I don't even know if I'm in the frame. There we go. I want you to focus on building relationships first. Build a friendship first. When you take that approach, people are gonna wanna recommend you over time. It's not easy, okay? It's hard work, but if you focus on building friendships, and I tell every vendor this, I am more focused on building a relationship and a friendship with you guys rather than the money and the stuff that's gonna come with building this relationship, right? I don't want this to be a transactional thing. This has to be a friendship and a relationship. And I've got great relationships with a lot of the vendors. We're friends, we're always texting with each other, we'll go have lunch every now and then. Not right now with the coronavirus, right? But you know, we would go have lunch every, once a month or so. And it becomes a friendship, right? And so that's what I want you to focus on, right? When it becomes as soon as it becomes transactional, where you start asking for clients or you start asking for vendors and stuff, your relationship is done. So don't ask for a vendor status. So another tip that I have is to do what you say you're gonna do. What do I mean by that? Let's say you're at a wedding, right? And then you meet the venue manager and you start talking, you introduce yourself, you tell them, hey, I'm a photographer. And then you say, hey, and I'm gonna have this wedding edited in about 2 weeks. I'll send you the photos and just tag me in those photos. I'll send them to you. You can use them however you like, whatever marketing you want, but just tag me in your photos. And they say, awesome. That's really nice of you, whatever. And 2 weeks, 3 weeks, 4 weeks rolls by and you haven't sent them one single damn photo. How's that gonna make you look? All right? That's gonna make you look bad. And far too often I hear vendors complaining about photographers, and that's their biggest complaint, is that all these photographers say that they're gonna deliver photos to them and they never do. And so you have an advantage, you have an opportunity to market yourself, build a relationship with the vendor, because you simply did what you said you were gonna do. I don't understand why people make it so hard on themselves. If you say you're gonna deliver photos, deliver photos. If you say you're gonna be there at a certain time, be there at a certain time. Be there early. It really isn't that hard. You're building credibility with a vendor, and they're gonna wanna refer you because they know you're trustworthy. Why would they refer one of their clients to you if they feel that you're untrustworthy? And so that's the one simple tip that I have, is just to do what you say you're gonna do. Am I in focus? Who knows if I'm in focus? These damn Sony a7 III cameras don't have the little flip-up screen, so I'm just looking at a lens. Don't even know if I'm in focus or if I'm in the shot. You guys could be looking at my ear for all I know, and I wouldn't know until I get home and edit this video. I'm out of breath. It's time to go back home. The last tip that I have for you to become a preferred vendor is to start featuring people's work on your page, on your Instagram. If you start developing a following on your Instagram, which, by the way, Instagram right there, you have an opportunity to start tagging vendors in your post, right? If you do shots of the bride during a wedding, you have an opportunity to tag, let's see, at least 5 people, right? You have an opportunity to tag the dress designer, the dress company, right? You have an opportunity to tag the venue. You have an opportunity to tag the makeup artist. You have an opportunity to tag the hair stylist. You also have an opportunity to tag the bouquet, the florist. You have an opportunity to tag 5 people from one photo of the bride. Take advantage of that. People like it when you start mentioning them. So whenever you do a post, make a post, tag the vendors that were involved. And if you don't know who the vendors are that were involved, send a text to the bride. Ask her, who designed your dress? Who did your makeup? And then, before you make your post, tag the vendors. It's very simple. And vendors love that. They love when you do that. They'll usually share your posts to their stories. Not all of them, but some. And again, it's free marketing. Be safe out there. Take precautions, social distance, wash your hands. And I will see you guys in the next video. Thanks for watching.